Alright, it is Monday, July 27th at about 8:25 p.m. And let's just say today was, it was pretty terrible. I mean, definitely not as bad as day one, but it was still pretty bad. It was still well below my expectations. Let's just say the outline that I set for myself yesterday did not at all go to plan. I did not follow that at all in any capacity. I woke up today at 5 o'clock after getting about 5 hours of sleep. I wasn't able to go to bed till like midnight last night. Well, I was able to go to bed by about 11:15, but I chose to stay up and I chose to talk to my dad's friends for a little bit. So I ended up going to bed about 45 minutes later than I should have. Anyways, I woke up this morning and I honestly didn't feel like I got 5 hours of sleep. I felt like I got like maybe 7.5, 8. Like I didn't feel bad at all. But then the fact that I knew I got 5 hours of sleep, I just started talking myself into going back to bed. I'm like, oh man, if I don't go back to bed, I'm just gonna be tired throughout the rest of the day and it's not gonna be fun, and all that BS. So anyways, I bet you can guess what I did. I went back to sleep at around 6, slept until I believe 9:30, got up and went straight to my computer and just started playing games. Yeah, I don't really have anything much else to say about that. The only thing I got done today was my taxes. That's pretty much it. And then I learned a little bit about the iPhones that I bought the other day, because I screwed myself. I really messed up big time, and I might lose a few dollars. I'm not sure, honestly. I could lose like $100. Yeah, I screwed up when buying those because there's a few things that I just didn't make sure of. So, anyways, I mean, it's just something that I learned. You just learn by doing. I mean, it's something you have to do, is learn by doing, and you're gonna mess up, and at least I'm not gonna lose like $200, $300, $400. Yeah, I should break even, at most lose $100. So it's just a learning lesson, and it's just what happens. But the problem is I did not take that well today. I just kind of used it as an excuse to kind of jerk off. Okay, not actually jerk off, but like just jerk off with my time the rest of the day. And I was just screwing off and not doing what I needed to because I was using that as an excuse. I'm like, oh shoot, like, then I used it as an excuse to overthink, and I'm like, maybe this business isn't for me. And then I just did too much thinking and not enough problem solving. And I just dug myself into a hole that I wasn't able to escape for the rest of the day. And I just wasted so much time. Like, it's 8:30 right now, and I wasn't able to get a lift in because I wasted all that time away. So yeah, it's not something I'm at all proud about, but at least I'm setting myself up for a clean slate tomorrow. So that's the plan, because I can't change the past, but I can surely direct my future self in the right path. So that's kind of the plan here. I don't know if I had any extraordinary thoughts today, like anything that really. Oh, you can see my dad right. I did not notice that. That's funny. Yeah, I don't think I had any extraordinary thoughts today that I really should talk about. Well, I didn't have a lot of thoughts today at all. But I was listening to an audiobook while I was driving, which I'm trying to pick up a little more on, because, well, first off, I want to replace my music, which is just dopamine inducing. I want to replace that with something productive, like listening to audiobooks and productive podcasts, because I used to do that at work and I used to do it really well. And now I've kind of fallen out of that habit and I've kind of been losing myself a little bit. Well, not losing myself, but like, I don't know. I learn a lot more about specific topics of my choice. But just ignore that. Anyways, I was listening to an audiobook today, and the guy said, or maybe it was a podcast, I don't know, man. But the guy was talking about like all of the average statistics of humans, and one of them said humans spend less than 5 minutes a day in silence. And I don't know the parameters of this silence measure, but I'm gonna interpret it as less than 5 minutes a day alone with their own thoughts, without any external stimulations. So like, say you're just driving down the road with no music and no, like, the windows aren't down, there's nothing, there's no air blowing, it's just the sound of the road. That's pretty much it. And just you and your thoughts, and you're just cruising down the highway. Or you could be like sitting alone in a chair in a room staring at the wall. I mean, that's very silent. But yeah, that was just something that I was thinking about, because I used to do that really well, and I used to do it without being prompted. There was just a lot of times where I wouldn't want to listen to anything while I'm driving. I would just drive in silence, and I would just think and run through my thoughts completely wild and free, no matter what I was thinking about. I would just think. And I used to do that really well, but I just kind of stopped because I picked up a replacement, and I started filling that void time with dopamine inducing things like listening to music. So yeah, that's just something I've been trying to do, or that I'm going to continue to try and do, is just take a few minutes every single day and just let my thoughts run. Because if I let my thoughts run during that dedicated void time, then I'm gonna have less thoughts to think when I need to stop thinking. So like when I'm trying to work or when I'm trying to go to bed, just all of that. So yeah, that's kind of one of my focuses. And then I don't know what else to talk about. I honestly don't really have anything else. I'm going to follow that blueprint that I set up for myself yesterday. I'm gonna follow that to a T tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Yeah, sounds good. I will see you guys tomorrow.